look what I found back in storage. It's this old case from the 19th century. Apparently back around 1794, this human-like monster murdered 3 people and indirectly killed another.
That sounds interesting. Let me see.
It says here that the creature was born in 1792 during the beginning of the modern era of Europe. The case began in 1850, around after the monster had turned himself in following years of hiding from the authorities.
The murderer is 8 foot tall, with yellow skin and black hair. He has pearly white teeth, watery eyes, and black lips. His skin is shriveled in complexion. He seems to be extremely agile, yet carries himself in a cautious, unsure demeanor. He's dressed in rags, probably stolen off the streets.
The monster speaks eloquently. It is unknown how such a savage creature would have such an advanced vocabulary. He appears to have a French accent. Other than that, there are no recognizable speech patterns present.
When asked his place and date of birth, the creature only answers with,
I was brought to life in Ingolstadt, Germany.
By the looks of him, it seems that he was raised in isolation. You probably didn't have many friends.
The creature is hideous and horribly disfigured. I've never seen anything like it in my life, and probably won't see anything like it again. I am disgusted. The guy does sound pretty scary, but I can't believe how they looked at him like such a freak.
They were probably much less accepting of people with physical differences back then, and guessing that man wasn't accepted by anyone in that time period. The isolation was probably the reason behind most of his actions back then. Imagine being abandoned from birth, shunned from society for the rest of your life. That's going to cause some sort of trauma for a guy.
It seems that this lack of acceptance was the creature's primary motivation.
When asked to describe his motive, the creature said,
Your so-called society has expelled me from ever experiencing its warmth. I had been shunned from the inner circles of humanity and therefore vowed to show you the feeling of this hatred for eternity. My creator, Victor Frankenstein, was the main cause of my despair. He had the chance to give me the companionship I desired, but he denied me of it. My wrath has been directed towards him ever since. If humankind had only given me the kindness I deserved, the madness would have ended.
Well, I think everyone can understand what it's like to be lonely or to not fit in.
So you're saying that it's okay to murder people because they don't include you in their squad?
No, I'm saying I know what it feels like to be excluded. So in my mind, this human quality of loneliness redeems him a little. It's relatable and makes me understand his character.
But really, his violence and uncontrollable need for revenge is a huge character flaw. To me, that outweighs any amount of loneliness. I mean, I know everyone wants a best friend, a boyfriend, or some type of companion, but you don't need to kill 3 people and frame another because of that. In my opinion, this desire for revenge stems from some psychological need to make someone feel as much pain as he did. This Victor Frankenstein caused him to hurt, so he had this insane need to make him feel that pain too. This is what causes all of his actions, all of those murders.
I don't know. Is there any evidence connected to the creature? Anything of significance to him?
The case came with 1 box of evidence.
Plutarch's Lives of Illustrious Greeks and Romans, Goethe's Sorrows of Werther, and Milton's Paradise Lost. It seems like there's a note in here. To whom this may concern. These novels gave me life and the language to express it. However, they also created despair, as I read only to discover that I was like the devil, scorned by God and hated by others. May they give you only peace and happiness as you read these words.
It looks like that's where his vocab came from. It also appears that these books made him realize the differences between him and the rest of society.
Are you sure there isn't some other detail to this? Was the creature hiding something?
Nope, it says here he was pretty blunt about everything. For a while, though, he did try to blame Victor Frankenstein for the murders, but the cops figured that early on.
It's such a tragic story. It kind of reminds me of Frankenweenie, or Young Frankenstein. It's alive, right? It even reminds me a little of Edward Scissorhands. You know how he was created by some scientists and then placed in a society where he was a black sheep?
Yeah, then they all hated him because of his differences, and he had to live as an outcast. At least Edward Scissorhands had a girlfriend, though.
Hey, that's not funny.
Okay, whatever. Come on, we have to get back to work. I wonder what happened to that creature anyway.
I'm back.